Why are you clapping?
It's time to get the lowdown.
On this week's episode, we have a great interview coming up with Sean Lilly Wilson, the founder of Fullsteam Brewery in downtown Durham. Tracy, tell our viewers how you remember his name.
Well, I had a hard time remembering it at first because it was so long. So I remember Sean of the Dead, Lilly's go at funerals, and Wilson and Phillips would sing at a funeral. So Sean Lilly Wilson.
When have you seen Wilson Phillips singing at a funeral?
I have never seen it except in my mind's eye. When I think about my funeral, I want Wilson and Phillips.
Wilson and Phillips.
Write that down.
Tracy's funeral. Big fan right here. But first, in our Lowdown review series, we have a great review of some products we found at the dollar store.
Not so great.
We wanted to do the 5 most ridiculous items you can find at the dollar store.
And there's a lot.
There's a lot. So with that, and you can buy a lot of them. So with that, let's go. Number 5.
Okay, number 5, cold pack compress. I do like the color, but it's ridiculous. You put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and then you put it around your knee.
I have bad knees, so this looks helpful to me.
I don't think it would actually fit you.
It fit my eye.
That's dumb. I think it looks like a hemorrhoid thing, so this would work for hemorrhoids.
All right, so the hemorrhoid compact cold press
or knee
compact.
brace. Yeah.
Number 4, we have the clothespin chopsticks. These fancy little chopsticks that are put together at the end. These are awesome. If you can't use chopsticks and you really want to,
you should be ashamed of yourself if you can't use chopsticks.
Or you can get these. Awesome.
That's for a child.
Number 3, or me.
Number 3, a child or my husband. Coin purse. Sock.
That's awesome.
It's a baby sock made into a coin purse. That is a sock.
But it's good for children to keep their change.
I don't know. It doesn't seem very durable. So I think it's
for kids. How much change do they have?
I said durable. Kids are dirty, and this is white.
Yeah. Number 2, we had some debate on what was the number 2 and number 1. I think this is the most ridiculous, but Tracy won the argument. So this is the Pump It Up inflatable broad pad inserts for women. So you put these,
and if he's being honest, he only bought it
in
for
your
the
bra.
Pictures.
You pump them up like this. Like
I'm
little
wearing
Reebok
them
pumps.
right now.
No, she's not.
No.
And you stick them under, and they give you a half to 2 full cup sizes. So Pump It Up inflatable bra pad inserts come in at number 2.
They're ridiculous. Okay.
I think they're number 1.
Number 1, the true number 1 choice is the New Choice pregnancy test. Ladies, if you are basing your future on a $1 pregnancy test, that's really scary there.
But you can buy a lot of them.
But they're wrong.
You can test a lot. Over.
But it's wrong.
And over.
This is the
wrong
choice. This
and
is
over.
the number 1 most ridiculous thing you can buy. So basically, you're
that was
just
only $10.
Peeing on a stick.
Over.
11. You're just peeing on a stick just for the fun of it.
But again, you can get a lot. You can test.
Wrong. You can test.
So I say the Pump It Up bra pad inserts. Tracy says the pregnancy test for $1. What do you think? And if you found something at the dollar store that you think's ridiculous, let us know what it is. With that, we'll get to our interview with Sean Lilly Wilson of Fullsteam Brewery.
Woo!
We'd like to welcome Chief Executive Optimist and founder of Fullsteam Brewery, Sean Lilly Wilson.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Thanks for being here. So our first question is, you went to Wheaton College, which was founded by an abolitionist preacher, dry campus, no drinking at all, to owning
a brewery.
Operating your own brewery.
That's correct. Was there a question in there?
Yes. How?
I graduated in '92, so a lot happens in that time frame. But yeah, I went to Wheaton College, met my wife there. It's Billy Graham's alma mater, but you know, it was also Wes Craven's alma mater of Nightmare on Elm Street fame. Maybe somewhere in between the two.
I'm glad to hear that.
So right before you founded Fullsteam, you were working as an analyst.
Riveting stuff, isn't it?
Sounds awful. Is that what kind of drove you? Was that a big factor in you actually starting your business?
Yes and no. And so what I mean is, yes, it drove me to do that, not because of it being not exciting, but because it gave me the freedom as an independent contractor, kind of just to break away from working for other people, to gain confidence on things like how you pay for insurance, how you manage the things that a lot of people can't get over when they dream about starting their own business. And then the no part is, you know, it's just, I enjoyed it.
What was the biggest challenge to overcome in actually making that jump?
I would say the health insurance, because as you know, we've talked about, you know, I've had some health challenges and all of that. And that was one of those things that I was worried that I would not be able to overcome.
So you brought up your diagnosis.
Yes, focal segmental glomerular sclerosis, a kidney disease that I was first diagnosed with in 1999, and it just slowly eroded my kidney function to the point where I needed a transplant in 2006.
Your wife actually donated one of her kidneys to you.
She was a match, a blood type match, and she's an incredible person. And we were very fortunate that she was willing, that I was in need, that there was the match there. And so we've been going strong, me with 3 kidneys and her with 1. I mean, that's the weird thing about kidney transplants. They actually don't take out the non-functioning ones.
And you keep it.
Yeah, so I have 3 kidneys now.
And I imagine you don't win very many arguments in your house, right?
I defer to her a lot.
I mean, how does that go? She would, you know, wash the dishes. I gave you my kidney.
Exactly. That was the impetus to start Fullsteam, was to say, you know, I'm healthy now, I can do this.
When you go to reunions for Wheaton College, have you been to a reunion?
I have not.
I wonder what your classmates.
Well, there's I have a friend who works on the magazine, and she basically is like, yeah, you'll never be written about.
That's hilarious. Right. So what's next for the business?
Still keeping the heart of what we do as making distinctly Southern beer, building community and doing some innovative things, but we'll be fully on in packaging mode. We'll likely, if we're going at the rate we're going now, have a second facility. We're doing production brewery off-site and really scaling to the potential that's out there.
Final question. So when can we get a ride in the Dodge? Tell people, our viewers, about the Dodge.
So I have this truck called the Mullet. It's a 1967 Dodge A100. It looks like the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine with the back lopped off, and it's a lot of fun, and it runs about 2 or 3 times a year. So when that happens, let's plan on it.
Let us know.
We love it.
Absolutely.
Well, Sean, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
So much.
And that's the Lowdown on Sean Lilly Wilson.